Well, good morning. Good morning. Well, I've not been here I've missed us for some Mondays and Friday in the last days. So can somebody do a recap for us? What we did, what we have been learning on. Who has been taking good? So can do a recap. Who was here last Friday? Who was here on Monday?
Everybody.
Everybody. Oh yeah, do a recap for Monday.
I was not here on Monday.
Okay. Friday came Monday.
On Monday, everybody spoke about the different things they learned from the training. Some spoke about stress. Some spoke about secrets, especially the drivers. Some also spoke about seeking knowledge, increasing their knowledge base and.
Last Friday.
No, sir. We spoke about it and spoke about how we used it in the working environment.
Okay. Alright, so last Friday. That was Monday. Last Friday. Okay, the project manager is not here. Huh? Okay, today is 15th of the month of February. It means you spend 6 weeks out of 54 weeks. So you have 49 left. I'll be 48 thereabout left. Can you see how far it is running? If you don't break your year into weeks, you won't know how fast it is going. We have 54 weeks, is it not? Eh?
52.
Thank you. We have 52 weeks. 6 is gone. What do you have left? 46. Can you see how close 46 is to 26? Somebody says it's not close, they have 20. But it's very close. So, what have I used the last 6 weeks to do? What have I used the last 6 weeks to do out of 52? Can you ask yourself that question? What have I used the last 6 weeks to do? Have I planted? Is my seed growing? What stage is the fruit or the seed I have planted? Or I've not even started planting at all. I'm still looking for a seed to plant. Oh, I have so many seeds in my hand, I don't know which one I will plant. Which one are you? Okay, so let's come to this month. I'm sure we all set our goals for ourselves for the month. Can I see hands? Everybody have goals? I have. You have goals for the month. So I'm going to tell me your 3 goals, your work goal for this month. We're supposed to do 20. That is 5 per week. Key goals, core goals. When I read some people sending me their work plan, I laugh. Because I can see that we're still finding it difficult to set goals. I can see a lot of us finding it very difficult to set goals. Maybe God will help us to be able to share with you that one day here. But we have learned so much that I don't think it is okay to continue to teach. Let us continue to review and sharpen what we have learned during the training. A lot was loaded onto us. A lot. And you know one funny thing? Me, I don't know about you. You can say 1,000 things. It is one out of all that 1,000 that is actually the word that turns me around. Just one. To just spark the fire. So everywhere you go, you must look for your word that will spark that fire inside you. Everywhere you go. Because that word is there for you. And it must really spark the fire. People will know that there is a fire in this guy's bone. I've read several books, and every time I read, it's one word, it's one line, it's one sentence, it's one profound thing that I pick from that word. I'm saying it again. The day you discover the power inside you, you will never be happy to go to bed without reviewing how much of that power you have used. Almost in every village you go, all over the world, there are rivers. Is it true? Abby? Nobody is saying anything. There are rivers. But do you know that from that river, some people choose to catch fish? Correct? They just go there, they catch fish. And then from that same river, some people fish to build their houses. True? From that river, some people fish to feed their animals. From that river, somebody chose to create electric current. Hello. Same river. The same river. Somebody put the water together, collected it, and then what do you call that magnetic force that rolls the turbines? What do you call it? You're an engineer. You don't know. But somebody chose to do that. The same river. So whenever you sit down, you're a box of potential. You are that river. It's what you choose to use your life to do. I love to go to the red streets anytime I'm outside Nigeria. And people ask me, why do I like to go there? I see how many beauties, elegantly beautiful, wives of queens, prime ministers, you understand? Wives of people who have set up companies, who chose to sell their body on the red streets. In the red streets, in one of the countries, women actually stand in a show glass, almost wearing nothing, so you can actually see what you're buying. How many of us know that? Yes. You stand in show glasses. You pass in show glasses. No, I'm not saying show glass. You pick. That's what some people chose. And you know, the funny thing is that it's easy to just say, these people are not serious. Is that correct? What about the man who wakes up early in the morning and what he chooses to do is to get drunk? You may think those people's own is too far from here. What about somebody who wakes up in the morning, all he wants to do is to probably listen to music or start calling people, or you understand? A lot of things that you do that is not different from somebody on the red streets. But you are that water, that big pool of river that can generate any kind of current, provided it is converted to that use. So we have been training here, a lot have been discussed, and I don't feel a sense that we should continue to load ourselves until we fully begin to utilize what we have. So we all set out goals. What was your goal? Tell me 5 of your goals. You're supposed to do 20. Unique goals, fundamental goals, key goals. Didn't you set it up? Didn't you send it?
I sent it.
Say, tell us now.
One of the goals I plan to achieve in this month of February is my stock. So I plan to carry out a stock taking for all the stores and to make sure.
We have heard that one. Second.
Then concerning the generator, I plan to make sure that anytime there is demand for it to be, and it to be in good condition, I make sure.
Third goal.
Third goal also for this month, I plan to compile a list of tractors and implements sent to various locations. So I've been able to.
Fourth goal.
Then fourth goal, then I compiled a list of vendors for the company.
Fifth goal. Sit down. Now, these are fantastic goals, let me tell you. If I can put up a standard that ensures that the company have light all the time without any challenge, because we experience a few challenges these days, and I want to review and see why those challenges are coming. Fantastic goal, but you cannot repeat that goal throughout this year again. If not, it means that goal failed. Abi? So you have to set up goals and ensure that they are sustainable goals. The second is, you've been talking about this, your stock. I hope you won't talk about it next month, because you'll be talking about something new. I like the fact that you want to do the list of vendors. We have been doing that list of vendors for many years now. I hope we will not do it again, which means that you have to create it in a format and put it in a way that you just be updating it, not creating new lists. Are you creating or you're updating? So it's important for us to look at that. Fantastic goals. Don't be afraid to share your goals. And let me tell you one funny thing. Any goal you have that you don't have a trusted person to share it with, who can challenge you, who can ask you about it, you may not accomplish it. Particularly for people who are not self-motivated, who would forget things very easily and all that. Like I will call VC sometimes and say, VC, please, can you help me write this down? I've written it down. I'm asking, can you help me write all this thing down? When I come, please, let's discuss it, Abi? And he will bring it up and we'll discuss it. Set out goals. I'll call somebody, I'll forward all the things I wanted to do, whether rightly or I just forward it to somebody. Please bring it up for me later. Set out goals. Have a trusted person. Not a person that will laugh at you, not a person who doesn't believe in it, not a person who will not even call you back. Now, the most difficult thing to find is actually that trusted person. That's another wala. So, and if you can't find one, then you have a problem because you don't have the right friends. You are not going with the right people. You get it? It means that you don't have anybody in the right this thing with you. And once you have that problem, you have a bigger problem, because the tendencies for those group of people you work with to pull you down and never growing is possible. So the easiest way to search if you are in the right place at the right time, working with the right group, is looking for who to share your goals with. There are wives who can't share their goals with their husbands, and husbands who can't share their goals with their wives. There's a problem. You're not going anywhere. Going nowhere. And even in the company here, the chairman shares his goal with you and you just walk past. You didn't talk about it, you didn't come back to him, and even if you didn't believe in the goal. It means he didn't believe in the goal. I've shared something with you here. I've said a lot of things here, but every time I think about it and I see how we behave, I just feel that we don't know it. I said everything you need in life is already created, Abi? And that it's not going to be manufactured for you, correct? And that all you need to do is to prepare yourself to discover it, correct? Now, you think that is just, everybody knows that now, Abi? Everybody does not know that. Everybody does not know that. That's very profound. If I were some people, I would be repeating that every day until it sinks into my medulla oblongata to understand what it really means. Because the truth is, the reverse part of it is that it means, okay, that I then need to set out a goal for me to reach that particular thing. Because the reason why I'm not reaching it is not because it's not there. It's because I am not getting there to pick it. And because I'm not getting there to pick it is because I don't have the right material to take me there, correct? You understand? So what you do is to now set out step-by-step goal that will now drive you there to be able to take it. And that's why I said, when I said it, I don't think people understand it. Because your reaction to it is not what we say now, but it's what you do after. It's what you do after. These things are very simple, May God grant us wisdom, They are very simple, but they are so difficult to understand. Sometimes I just see that. God grant you understanding. When some people behave, you just laugh inside you. I'm telling you, it's so difficult to understand because it is too simple. That's the funny thing. Simple things we don't understand. Difficult things people are easy to understand. Because in many cases, the simple things that saves you, you didn't pay for. Like I said, whatever you are going to get is already there. The only price you have to pay is discovery, the price of discovery. I wrote something about the price of discovery many years ago. And I say there are 2-3 prices to pay in life. You understand? How many of us know which price to pay? Can you tell me? Can you tell me? Money is a price. It's a means of payment. What's the other one? Can you tell me? I'm giving you one. Energy. It's a means of payment. Abi? Use your body. Deny yourself some time. It's a means of payment. Anyway, there's work to be done. Set goals. Set goals. There's no height you cannot reach until you learn this simple thing. I was talking to somebody this morning who called after receiving my nugget. How many of us read my nugget this morning? How many of us? Thank you, sir. VC read it. You read it. Can you read it out? You don't have your phone. Bring my phone. So people have been following me in the last 8 weeks because I have a series I've been doing. And the series is helping people to discover their goal. What is my purpose? What is my vision? Why am I created? And I'm sending them out in nuggets every day to help people understand what their goal in life is. And I can tell you, I've never received a barrage of commendation, thanks, and all that from people like that. So I didn't know that is a big problem. So I'm going to dwell on it. I've just written the 49 laws of life. I wrote it this January, and I'm going to print it out in a book. It's already done. We edit it, and it's got 49 laws of life. But it's coming out of the inspiration I received from this nugget about goals. I just saw that it's a problem, and we need to help people to discover that about themselves. So people responded, and this morning I said, as a man thinketh in his heart, so he is. You are the center of your universe. You are the center of your universe. Before now, we were told that we are part of our universe, Abi? And I am saying you are the center of your universe. The universe that you know exists because of you. Because if you are no longer there, there's no universe. So it exists because of you. And the world is under obligation to bring to pass your predominant thoughts. So, guide your heart and thoughts with all diligence. Everything happens in that place. Your experience in life and sometimes your dreams are out of the abundance of the heart. The Lord teaches. Remember, God created you to fight. Good morning. That was a nugget for today. I didn't copy from anywhere. They are inspired. And they are designed for those very few people who might use them. Sometimes they are very difficult to understand, like the one that I shared yesterday. A lot of people didn't understand it. But it's a pact that has to come before this one. So I had to just find a way to lump the whole thing up. But the laws is going to explain each part of every nugget that we have shared, and we'll be able to share with a lot more people as we go. But get the point I'm making. It's all about setting goals. It's all about setting goals. Okay, you have a goal for this month, your work goal. Did you submit your goal for the month? You did not. Why? Admin.
You should submit it now. For the week. For the week, I should.
But you don't have for the month. They're supposed to have a 90 days plan. They don't have. Why? They must design one today. So what's your goal for the week?
To create a company's portfolio for Origin Furniture. That it will be easy to summarize.
I didn't hear.
Okay, to create a portfolio for Origin Furniture. So that summarizes
What portfolio?
like pictures of what's done.
Okay. All right. You know, when you say create a portfolio, you can create cash portfolio. Any kind of things can be in a portfolio. Okay. I just want to be sure that we are all setting goals. We have a phenomenal goal this year, and it's looking like the goal for the year will be achieved in the next 6 months. It's looking like, by the grace of God. So it means we might double our goal for the year. I'm very clear about it. Because we are tenaciously pursuing those goals. And structurally, constructively, step by step, sequentially. Somebody say, you know, this tree that is here, always the fruits always fall down. Is that correct? And I see this woman when she's going, she picks some and then she'll pass and she eats it. And I asked her one day, I say, I remember in Lagos, every street, every house you go, this tree is in front of it in different types, and as children when going to school, you pluck and you eat. And when she picked it that day and I asked her that question, a lot of things just rush at me. It looks so free, is that correct? It's free. It's like nobody planted it, is that correct? But that tree has been there for probably 20 years or more. You know too, it was watered, it was a seed at the time, it grew. You understand? Every time you have the opportunity of eating a fruit, don't just put it in your mouth. Think about how it grew. And think within yourself, am I bearing fruit? Like this, are people eating from me? That was what came to my heart when you were eating that fruit. Because some of us have the grace to make a meaning out of everything around us. It's grace. It's grace. You can ask for it, God will give you. And that's why a lot of people don't like me, like Bolaji. Because I will always talk about everything. This man, we must talk about everything. I mean, it's not true. She's shaking her head. But the truth is, some people don't like that. Sometimes it can be too much. I know. But that's just me. I just want to give it out, the details of it. But we can be the best we can. We can achieve all our goals. We can. All right. We ask. So who can tell me the biggest thing he or she achieved this week? One phenomenal, just one thing that you know, wow, this is.
The biggest thing I achieved this week was to get ceaseless communication within the organization.
Seamless.
Seamless, sorry. Without little or no cost.
Okay. All right. That's the biggest thing you achieve. Accountant, what's your biggest achievement this week? One thing that you know, phenomenal, that you know you did that is so unique, so different.
The biggest thing I achieved is the compilation of the cost of the organization from this January, and analyzing what we have in the budgets. So how we've gone so far.
That's good. Thank you. Creating a cost tracking template that helps you to know how much am I spending on Emily. She created something. So every time you collect money, she'll put it under your name. Put it. One day she'll just calculate it. Emily, this is how much I've paid you. You have not brought me anything. So like Bolajina, she's always collecting money. It's always under her name. You understand? So she created that. That's fantastic. We'll fine tune it. And then we'll continue to begin to use it. So, madam, what did you achieve? Something phenomenal this week. What again?
Creating on jingle for COG, still trying to find tune it. Hopefully I'll finish it today.
Okay, but you know a lot of jingles have been created. Now, let me tell you, this company, when we went, this week, we signed an MOU with IITA and the Minister of Agriculture and the federal government of Nigeria to train 10,000 youths on how to operate and drive and repair tractors. That MOU is going to support our tractorized, our TOG operations and our centers. But the unique thing about this MOU was when we were showing some of the jingles, some of the centers that have been built, all the things we have been doing. And the minister asked, why have you been hiding? Why have you been hiding? You mean you've done all this? That was his word. So we are now going to run and let the people know what we are doing. A lot of work has been done, and we are still running very hard to see how we can achieve our goals and targets. But that was one phenomenal thing that we did this week. In addition to that, we got 3 approvals from the federal government of Nigeria to do 3 mega projects in partnership with the government. And the federal government also agreed to buy a share in our company. You don't understand what that means. But for government to trust enough that this company is good enough for us to pay, to buy, even if it is 1%, to give money to, is phenomenal. Now, that is the beginning of so many big things that are happening and about to happen. But you know the funny thing about all these big things? Let me give you an analogy. You were dating a prince who is from a very gay country, and you met in school, and he hid his identity all through, up to the time he went back, and one day you discovered he's a prince.